Welcome to our first team check-in. If you haven't already looked through the plan for each week, please do that before you go on. It identifies the different tabs and information for each module, starting with the team check-in and ending with the team check-out. You might be wondering what a check-in is. When people gather for a meeting, they often begin by getting reacquainted with each other. Social interaction is important and should be encouraged. It helps to develop common ground, create friendships and strengthen bonds. However, we also need to appreciate that time is precious. Meetings should always start on time and finish on time as a form of respect for each other's important patient care schedules. This is where the check-in is really useful. It helps the people at the meeting focus on the purpose of the meeting and the expected outcomes. A check-in serves to help the team turn their mind to the intended topic of discussion. There are several effective ways to do this, and you'll see more information about check-ins and also check-outs of a meeting in the Team in Service of a later module. Before you begin working through the module, we need to introduce each other. Go to Discussion Board and look for the Introductions forum. You'll see your professor has already posted an introduction to get you started. There are guidelines if you need help to think about what you might want to include. Teams always work better when everyone knows the group's expectations. Think back to previous classes, either face-to-face or online. Were there any particular things you liked about the environment? Were there any behaviours you think could have been improved if they were mentioned in a class contract? Add your ideas to the class contract forum in Discussion Board. This list of rules will form the basis of our formal contract for this course. Hint: this will help you think of ideas for your own small group team contract that you will begin next week. Our usual team check-ins will be quite short and will highlight the expectations for the current weekly learning module. Now I'll ask you to please pay attention to this week's module, Introduction to Interprofessional Education and Interprofessional Care. First, introduce yourself to the team. Then, add an idea for the class contract. When those important things are done, you should move through Module 1. As you work your way through the module tabs, you'll develop a foundation of understanding from which to build as the course progresses. You should post your case scenario answers in Discussion Board Week 1. This is important to your participation grade, so make sure it's on time. Your post should be added by midnight this Wednesday of Week 1. Remember to go back and add your peer response by midnight on Saturday of this week. To know what is expected in a Discussion Board posting, go to the participation guidelines and assignments, and don't forget to check the rubric to know what your professor is looking for. And finally, discover your own leadership personality factors. Go to the Team Resource Binder and download the document Assessing Your Leadership Tendencies and Personality Factors from Week 1 readings. Read the short description and then complete the questionnaire. Submit your answers via the assignments section. Thanks for joining us and have a great week.